Yo, what is up, guys? It's Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Malt channel. Welcome back. And today, I know you're probably thinking, are we back in 2021 or something? When the channel started, we're back with a desktop video, a tabletop video in, gosh, it seems like it's a long time now. Okay, so anyways, this is because I really wanted to accentuate or really bring to light the presentation of these bottles right here. Anyways, these are the Aventus clones of one of the big clone companies out there, Scentual Obsessions. And actually, all I ever wanted was to try out their latest release, which is Ultimate King right here. But then eventually the owner, Kevin, was nice enough to say, you know, I'll just send the other ones too. I'll send the other ones your way. And so with that, I also got King of Kings 1.0 and King of Kings 2.0 on top of Ultimate King. Now, the one thing I really want to point out here is the quality. Okay, the quality of these bottles. I mean, yeah, cloning fragrances, to me, it is a very competitive environment, and you know, they're very cheap. And so the thing that I really wanted to point out here, and the reason why I wanted to change the format of the video, was how, you know, Kevin definitely, you know, made an impression on me by, you know, the boxes, these beautiful like gold boxes, gold black boxes, and also the labeling and the bottles of the fragrances. Okay, so this is a long way from like his beginnings, okay, because I have the earliest like Sensual Obsession stuff, and you can tell that, you know, he really put in the effort to improve and improve and improve, and to make, you know, the buyers feel great about, you know, purchasing a fragrance, because it just doesn't look cheap, right? It looks amazing, guys. I love the labels, I love the bottles, and I love how they look like. Anyways, let's talk about this right here. Everybody knows about Aventus clones, obviously, and to be honest, they all kind of smell the same to a degree, guys. Okay, and to me, there's not a lot of groundbreaking stuff out there, honestly. I mean, if you're gonna get an Aventus clone, it's because you just want something cheaper than Aventus and performs better than Aventus. I think that's where we're all at. Aventus is one of the greatest smelling perfumes ever. It never misses on the compliments. But the thing about Aventus is that, A, it's very expensive, and then at the same time, you also have, you know, performance issues. You know, it's really not that strong, and, you know, it dissipates within maybe 4 or 5 hours for some people. And so initially, this is all about cost, and it's all about performance. However, the different thing that happens here is that, you know, once you get into the whole Aventus sphere, you do find out about these batch variations, you know, and I did a video way back about a Franken batch. That was an interesting one right there, where the guy mixed up different Aventus batches. And there's just so many of them. I don't know if it's accidental or that's just how they produced them back in the day. But you had Aventus batches that were like, you know, smokier or fruitier, or they had much more vanilla. And so with that being said, you know, a lot of people actually had different preferences of what they wanted with Aventus. You know, there were these different expanded preferences of Aventus. And with that being said, came also the evolution of the clones. So even the clone companies didn't just stop with, okay, we made one Aventus clone, which is probably a hot seller, but, you know, we want to, you know, go with the flow and go with these expanded preferences of people that love Aventus. So here we are. So let's talk about King of Kings. Okay, this is the first one that came out from Sensual Obsessions. I do want to say that there's a discount code offered by Kevin. I think it's 15% off. It's going to run from now until like a week. So feel free to use that discount code on all of these. Now, these bottles here are 50 ml. These are $60, I believe. And this is a 30 ml for $35. So obviously, you know, this is the bigger, better deal. King of Kings. Okay, this one right here was the first one that I tried. And the interesting thing was that, you know, for me, it's like, oh, this is the baseline. You know, this is like the start, you know, of the journey. And the thing that surprised me about King of Kings really was the power. Okay, the power of King of Kings. Okay, I did a standard 6 to 7 sprays on this fragrance, and it was wild strong. Okay, it was mad strong. I was in the car driving to work, and I was like, man, at 7 sprays, it almost felt suffocating to a degree. King of Kings has a very, very strong, I would say, nuclear type of performance. Every part of it is actually strong, from the bergamot and the pineapple to the stronger birch, the stronger leather. It's pretty strong here with King of Kings. Mid is pretty strong. And overall, that was really the impression that I got here. Still smells like Aventus, start to finish, but very, very strong. And I did ask Kevin, I said, Kevin, when did this come out? And he said, well, I don't remember. Maybe 1 to 2 years ago. And, that made sense to me because at that time, it was all about beast mode. I'm not sure if that's the case now, especially with Maison Alhambra and all these other fragrances going for accuracy. I know Dua, I stopped reviewing Dua, but in the beginning, they were all about power and they were kind of inaccurate with some of their clones. And then they started focusing on accuracy by the time that I left, or I started not reviewing Dua. They started going for accuracy. Now, that makes sense because this seems like that kind of fragrance. This seems like that kind of Aventus clone that focuses on power, longevity, performance, nuclear. Accuracy's there. I would say, like I said, it's clouded by the power. But yeah, that's what I can say about King of Kings 1.0. So what I did was on 1.0 was I started spraying less. Instead of 6, I started with 4. And I got a much better deal out of that. I felt better actually wearing King of Kings with less sprays. Now, King of Kings 2.0. What's the deal with this one? So 2.0, this is an improvement by Kevin. And what he said basically was it's an improvement in ingredients. It's an improvement in the quality of what they're putting in here. And I definitely agree. King of Kings 2.0 definitely feels much more refined than King of Kings 1.0. Okay, the bergamot is crisper, I would say. The leather birch is to a nicer degree, not too strong. And then even the vanilla patchouli rose near end is also amazing. And this is the one that actually Kevin prefers the most. Okay, King of Kings 2.0. It feels more refined. It's definitely not as powerful or strong as King of Kings 1.0. Okay, but I guess, not having something so strong makes you appreciate what you're wearing, makes you really smell it and, kind of, get it all in. And I feel like this is definitely much better than 1.0. Okay, King of Kings 2.0. Again, it's much more refined. Power is really not as strong, but I like it. I like it better. Total performance is around 10 to 11 hours. Really easy, really nice. So that's 2.0. Now, the big reason I did this review, I wanted to, was because of Ultimate King. Okay, Ultimate King right here is what maybe a lot of y'all are interested in. There's some hype on it nowadays, but Ultimate King is basically King of Kings 2.0 with pineapple. Okay, more pineapple, a lot more pineapple. That's what it is. Okay, so the hype is on this one right now. So technically you'd think, oh, 2.0 plus pineapple, then this would be the most obvious choice as the best one out of the 3. But actually, the interesting thing is that, no, it's actually a preference thing to me. Okay, it's a preference thing to me. This still has the same quality as 2.0, the crispness, the performance. But the difference, the big difference with Ultimate King is that the pineapple really is a constant. It's a constant. So this is something that I've been saying before. The thing about Aventus, you can say about how the pineapple, you talk about how the pineapple is great with Aventus, but really the amazing sensation in the beginning of Aventus is also, care of the citruses, the bergamot, the blackcurrant, the apple. They're all part of the intro. It's not just pineapple, but because of the fanfare with all the pineapple, I mean, they made a variation, an evolution, an enhancement. And Ultimate King is one such enhancement. And let me tell you, the pineapple here bleeds into almost the dry down of this fragrance. Okay, so the pineapple here is very prominent. I wouldn't say it's like bright or juicy, but here you can really tell that it stands out with Ultimate King. You can really tell that it stands out. I can say at least that it's not going to be that balanced blend of what you know about the intro of Aventus. It's still going to be there, but this is one of those instances where pineapple stands out like crazy. And it is one that, I wore over and over because I wanted to get a feel out of this. And it kind of grew on me, actually. I felt like, 2.0 was the most like Aventus-y out of all, with the quality, with the performance, not as crazy strong as this. This one kind of grew on me over time because it is 2.0. It's the same one. It's just that it wasn't initially used to all that pineapple being out there. But again, this is a preference thing. If you're looking for straight more pineapple in an Aventus clone, 100% Ultimate King is going to be that fragrance. And again, it has the same formulation as 2.0, so you still get the same refined middle and the dry down of this fragrance. Still Aventus-like, like I said, but you cannot deny the amount of pineapple that bleeds into the mid and probably even into the dry down of this fragrance, Ultimate King. Now, if I would rank it, it would all be ranked out of preference. Again, King of Kings 2.0 is the best one for me. This one here is slightly behind because this is kind of like a grower. It's going to grow on you. And then this is the last one. This one kind of reminds me of, the Dua times where it's all about power and nuclear beast mode stuff. And again, this is a matter of preference. If you're into nuclear beast mode, try this. Don't spray a lot, or spray a lot if you're into beast mode. But as for a balanced Aventus, I like 2.0. This one is more of like a try first, experience it first, and maybe you'll like it. Okay, either way, all three are great Aventus clones. They're very cheap, $30 to $60, and with a discount code that Kevin shared with us, you guys can use that discount code as well. Okay, so great fragrances, great presentation, I gotta say. Again, I wouldn't be doing a tabletop if I didn't, want to call out how great the presentation is on the Scentual Obsessions clones. All right, that is it, guys. Again, this is Troy D. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Kevin of Scentual Obsessions. Use the discount code for a week. See you guys on the next video. God bless. Take care. Peace.